there, this is James and you're watching Tixee Live. And a very good morning to all of you, and all of you a very happy Thursday. In today's program, I want to talk about a certain entertainment giant and their very impressive earnings, and an update on the rally we experienced or witnessed yesterday. But before we get into that, don't forget, these little videos are for entertainment, educational purposes only. I hope they're entertaining as well. Educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should ever be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research and do your own due diligence. And of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. With that out of the way, let's get started. So, those of you who were kind enough to join me yesterday, you know I was talking about a certain earnings report coming out after the market had closed. And that is from a certain entertainment giant. And that, of course, was Disney. And Disney's earnings, or their report, was most impressive. I'm going to do a load of Star Wars puns. I can't help myself. Load of Star Wars puns. Very, most impressive indeed. In fact, Disney has actually overtaken Netflix in the number of subscribers. In fact, it's reported yesterday that Disney Plus now has 221 million subscribers versus Netflix's 220 million subscribers. Very close, a million difference. However, if you look at some other facts about it, Disney launched in 2019, so only a couple of years ago. Netflix launched in 2007. So it's actually very impressive how they've caught up. Not just caught up, but actually overtaken Netflix. Now, in fact, it was reported that in the quarter two, Disney added 14.4 million subscribers versus the 10 million subscribers expected. Their actual earnings came in at 21.5 billion versus 20.99 billion expected. The parks and consumer products generated 7.39 billion versus the 6.65 billion expected. So as you might have guessed, on this very impressive report, Disney stocks jumped 6% in after-hours trading. Now, we all know there are absolute giants in the entertainment industry. And obviously with the current economic climate, it's extremely impressive that not only have they gained ground on Netflix, but they've overtaken them. So very impressive earnings. The force is indeed strong with Disney at the moment. I told you I'm going to do a load of Star Wars puns. So very impressive result. It'd be really interesting to see Disney stocks when they open, or Disney share price when it opens in the US Open. So we'll be watching that very closely later this afternoon. But overall, very impressive earnings. Now, back on to the other matter. The rally from yesterday continues. Those of you who were kind enough to join me yesterday with the watch along and obviously with the follow up, we witnessed a massive spike in risk appetite on the market, and this obviously was down to the fact that obviously the US CPI year on year came in at 8.5% versus 8.7% expected. Core CPI came in at 5.9% versus 6.1% expected. So overall, and core month on month was 0.3. So very impressive low inflation figures. However, and this is why we're seeing risk appetite on the market at the moment, because obviously the market assumes that because of this lower than expected inflation figure, the Fed is going to be gentle with interest rates. They're not going to be so aggressive like they have done in the past. However, like I pointed out yesterday, it's still 8.5%. It's still 8.5. Their target, the Fed's target, is 2%. So it's still 8.5%. Yes, it's lower than 9.1% previous, but it's still 8.5. And core stayed the same as last month at 5.9%. So there was no drop in core. It's just better than we anticipated, but it's still 5.9. So reality is, and this is where I think the market is kidding itself. reality is the Fed is still going to have to be aggressive if they want to get to their target of 2%. I mean, if you look at it globally, inflation is a global issue. 9.4 in the UK, 8.5 now in the United States, but still 8.5. Germany 7.5, Italy 8, France 6.1, Canada 8.1, Spain 10.8, Australia 6.1, and EU 8.9. So the market is getting a bit of ahead of itself. But anyway, the rally is still continuing, and we'll have a quick look at it now. Actually, let's pull up and see how the market's doing. So first off, this is the euro. Okay, so as we all know, as we watched it yesterday, on the back of that, lower than anticipated inflation reading, it skyrocketed, and it is trading above 1.03 level. Currently trading at 1.03194. We had a little bit of sell-off in the late of the US session, but it is still trading now above that key level 1.02921. Okay, and it's but like I say, the rallying is still slightly continuing at the moment. This is on the euro. The dollar yen, see this dollar is still weak against the yen on the back again, all because of this impression the market has that the Fed's going to be gentle with us. Currently trading at 132.53. British pound, US dollar, again, trading about that key level of 121.976, currently trading at 122.23. But I think the cable in particular, I'm going to keep a close eye on. Don't forget, we have UK GDP coming out tomorrow. Expect to be coming at negative 0.2%. So I think this little bit of optimism with the sterling against the dollar may be short-lived. But like I say, as it stands at the moment, still trading above that key level of 121.976. Look at the S&P 500. Again, yeah, the optimism is still there, slightly trading at 4,216 points above that level of 4,190 as well. Gold, as always, slightly lower now. You did have a lot of optimism against the dollar because of the inflation reading, because obviously now we've got bond yields which are increasing. It's now under pressure again. Currently trading at $1,785, under that mega level of 1,791. So as it stands for now, the rallying with the currencies and the stock market is continuing for now. But like I say, I really do think the market is getting ahead of itself because, like I say, it's still 8.5%. It's still a very high inflation reading, and we're miles off from their target of 2%. But let's see anyway. For now, the market continues. Today, though, we do have the US initial claims. Those of you who are new to trading, obviously initial claims is the number of unemployed people signing on for unemployment benefit for the first time in a week. And it's due today at 12:30 p.m. UTC. Expectation is an increase of 263,000 new unemployment people signing on for unemployment benefit. As I say, I talk about initial claims a lot because I see it as an early warning indicator. Those who watch me know I always call it a canary in a coal mine. So it'd be interesting to see what that number is and see how if the market pays attention to it, or if it's lost into an illusion of the low, better than reading of inflation will be gentle with the Fed, or Fed will be gentle with us, whether it's lost in that. So it'd be interesting to see how that spans out. But anyway, initial claims, certainly worth watching, and let's see if the market pays attention to it. Now, on another matter, don't forget, yesterday, I mentioned a brand new series, tixee Live series I'm going to start to do, and it's called #AskJames. Now, the difference between this series to the series which are the normal tixee Live and the watch along, these episodes of this series will be dedicated to cover a topic of your choice. A topic of your choice. It could be anything educational. Like, for example, next week, I will be doing an episode recommended by a viewer who continuously watches the channel, SMF790, who had the suggestion of doing a special on market jargon, because I know I talk a lot of market jargon. I do try my best to explain it. Sometimes I forget because I get caught up in the moment. So we're going to be doing a special on what market jargon is, explaining what a bull is, a bear is, hawkish, dovish, all the market jargon, so you understand what people are talking about when they discuss the market and what sort of fancy words they're using and what it means. So I'll be doing a special on that. However, it doesn't stop there. I want other suggestions. I want more topics. I want more ideas from you good people to tell me what you like to have a topic on. So all you simply do, okay, you can often do it live when I'm on air, or in the comments on Facebook or YouTube, simply put hashtag Ask James and the topic of your choice. And I will do a special broadcast just on that topic. So do bear that in mind. So yeah, what else we got coming up market-wise? Like I say, we have US initial claims today. Supposed to be an increase of 63,000 new jobs. UK GDP tomorrow is expected to be a reading of negative 0.2%, and US Michigan sentiment, which again will be interesting. Obviously, with a better inflation, better NFP, it'd be interesting to see how the consumer is thinking about the market. So it'll be interesting, worth to watch. The markets, as they currently stand, FTSE slightly down, negative 0.14%. DAX currently trading plus 0.05%, and Zero Stock 50 currently trading at 0.05%. Don't forget, you can ask me questions anytime you wish, or simply say hello if you like, or express your opinion, what you think about the markets. What do you think about Disney? They were impressive. And what do you think about this current rally? Is it going to continue, or are we going to see it start? Are we going to see reality set in, and the markets going to realize that they've got over the top optimism at the moment? Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Don't forget, if you have a question or think of a question later, you can put it in the comments section and on the Facebook and YouTube. I will see them and I will reply to them next time I'm online. So don't forget that. And don't forget, obviously, hashtag Ask James, brand new series. Think of a topic, anything. It could be anything market related. You want me to do a special on? And I will do it. So don't forget, add your ideas, anything you wish to discuss in relation to the markets, and I'll do a special on that. On that note, don't forget, if you're watching me on Facebook and you enjoyed this little video, by all means, give us a follow. If you're watching me on YouTube, and again, you've enjoyed and found this little video useful, subscribe if you like. Hit the notification button so you know next time I'm going live. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, and you put up with me, my over-the-top enthusiasm about the markets, which I just can't help because I love the markets, give me one of those. It's nice to see, nice to know that you like what I do. I see I've got a couple of likes already, which I really, really appreciate. I really appreciate. Anyway, till next time, which of course, don't forget, I'll be back online again later, 2 p.m. UTC to discuss the US session. So don't forget that. But anyway, till then, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should it be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research, do your own due diligence, and of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. Till next time, every single one of you, trade safe.